Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody asked me after I made a video on how to draw this and um, what it would look like, and I said I was going to engrave it. Well, it didn't come out that great, and I added something to the center to just give it some detail. This is three-dimensional, and these lines actually slope. I don't think this is the exact one I did. I think this one had more. I think this is just a 3, and I think this was a 1, 2, probably a 6 line, and it came out pretty good. But I was also playing around today on drawing this, and instead of using the contour tool, I used another way. I used the interactive fill tool on this one. Now you're still going to get some rough, grainy looking stuff to the 3D, but if you can see that slope down to the square. So I thought I'd kind of show how I did this, and it's just another way. This one's out of focus, but I did the blend tool on this one, and then I added some stuff to it. So I'm just going to start off by redrawing this, and it's pretty easy and kind of a fun project. Now this has been converted to a bitmap, and you can kind of see it's a larger bounding box, and so you need to bitmap it before you run it. So we're going to hold down the control key and make a square. We're going to make sure our ratio is locked, and I'm going to turn the corners to 0.5. And of course, I'm too small, so I'm going to go 0.25. Tell you what, I'm going to go 0.1. We don't need that much of a contour. I'm drawing it real small. I drew this one larger. And I'm going to hit P and put it in the center of the page. And then I'm going to draw a small square holding down the control button and hit P and put it in the center of the page. I'm going to go ahead and turn these to black lines just because you're going to need to anyway, and make them half points to do this. And this is kind of a fun project. And then just take this and Control D and make a duplicate of it and run this one. Whoop. You need to get let me back up here. When you move it, you need to make sure instead of getting the 2 lines, you get the 4 axis and have it snap to that. Then take a rectangle, your rectangle tool, and if you'll get on that node, and you can go past there, and all I did was just draw a rectangle. Now I'm going to use the Smart Fill tool to fill this in. Now let's change my nudge distance to, let's see how big this is. It's only 2 inches, so we'll change our nudge factor to 3, nudge distance. And I'm going to take that and just move it out of the way. Matter of fact, 3 is too much. Let's make it 2 inches. Move that out. Well, let's tell you what, let's move this out of the way. And let's move that out of the way. Now let's zoom back in. Now you're basically through. You can get rid of this box and this box. And then we're going to make this into a no fill. And we're going to take this node right here and we're going to snap it to there. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Now let's Control D that shape. Yep, I did. And let's rotate it 90 degrees. Now we're going to take that node right there and have it snap to there. Now we need to fill this in because we want that rounded shape. So let's use the Smart Fill tool, and that shape must have been behind there. So let's do this. Let's take this shape and put it to the back of the page. Well, that didn't work. Let's try that Smart Fill tool again. Let's back up here. Let's take away, let's get our virtual segment delete key, and let's delete that line right there. Now it should fill in. It should have filled in a while ago. There we go. So that's the shape we need. So let's just make it out of the way. Let's grab our other 2 shapes and just delete them. Now we can make this a no no outline or no fill, and just put it right back. And then we're going to Control D, make a duplicate of it and rotate it 90 degrees. And now we're going to take that node right there and have it snap to there. Control D, rotate it 180 degrees, and we're going to snap this one to right there. Control D, and see it's already turned it, and just bring that one to right there. So now you have 4 segments that are all good. Then what you can do, let's zoom in here a little bit. Let's use the Smart Fill tool to fill this in with black, and just cursor it out of the way. Cursor this out of the way and up, because these really need to be not touching. Let's cursor this one down. So now we have our 4 shapes that we can readily put back together. And this is where you need to kind of think about what you're doing. And we're going to get let's zoom in here on this piece. And you could actually do this to one of them, and it would probably be easier. So use your interactive Smart Fill tool and just draw you a line, and it's going from black to white. And then you can play with this bar and get the more gray, less gray. You could turn this into a gray, so now it's a light gray. Now you can take this and have it offset, but I like it cut at a right angle. So that one is done. And really, I really messed up. I should have just done them all, because it would be hard to duplicate that again exactly with your blend tool. So let's just put that one there, Control D, rotate it 90 degrees. And if you grab that node right there, it'll snap to that edge. Control D, see how it's already rotated, and just snap it to there. Control D, it rotated again for us, and snap it to that edge. Then what you need to do before you engrave this, and since it's already just 2 inches, let's see how big it is. We would make it about 2 inches, the whole thing. I've got my ratio lock, so everything will stay the same. Now, before you engrave this on 3D, you need to convert it to a bitmap and convert it to a grayscale and press OK. I don't know really what that does, but it makes it fuzzy. You can see these lines are fuzzy, and it helps the engraver do this when you run your machine on 3D. And as you can see, it's not perfect, but it does give you a 3D effect. And this is that square in the middle that had no engraving done to it, and it just keeps running it down. Now, I did do these on 2 passes. I did one at 10 speed, 100 power, and I did the second one at 70 speed at 100 power. And basically what that does, cleans it up. But I'm gonna try some more. I was trying to make a flower, and you can see this how it dips down pretty quick. I probably need to go to a gray. But anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.